American Pickers Mike Wolfe boasts about his career away from the show as ratings continue to fall. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Mike Wolfe has boasted about his professional efforts outside of American Pickers as the show's ratings continue to deteriorate. The History Channel series resumed for season 25 in July, but has battled to maintain interest in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Mike, 59, has been focusing on his other revenue streams outside of American Pickers. The reality star headed to Instagram on Sunday to post photographs from his most recent Cars and Coffee event in Tennessee. The television star hosted the car event in Columbia alongside the Speed Vet Garage, where dozens of admirers gathered to view ancient vehicles and eat refreshments. Mike tweeted a photo of the downtown area full with visitors looking at old-fashioned autos that have been meticulously kept over the years. Read more about Mike Wolfe. He also provided a photo of customers buying items at the store and one of his favorite automobiles from the exhibition. The History Channel star bragged about his event in the post, stating, "Today was the largest Cars and Coffee event we've ever had. Thank you all for your support on the third Saturday of each month." Mike has been working on his antiquing career despite issues with American Pickers' audience. Kim Kardashian will confront Paris attackers and share the horror of gun robbery. Last week, on Thursday, the TV celebrity posted a flyer on his Instagram account to promote the weekend event at the Speed Vet Garage. The television personality asked viewers to cruise with the crew for a Cars and Coffee special in Street Columbia, Tennessee. The advertising advertised cruising, coffee, ice cream, lunch, and more for attendees who attended the Saturday, August 19 event from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Ratings struggle. Mike joined his brother Robbie Wolfe, 62, and Danielle Colby, 47, as co-hosts for the American Pickers Season 25 launch in early July. The U.S. Sun reported in mid-July that the show's ratings had plummeted by 100,000 viewers. While 918,000 people watched the premiere, viewership dropped to 803,000 for the July 12 episode. Near the end of the month, the U.S. Sun reported that the July 19 broadcast lost another 100,000 viewers, with only 713,000 tuning in. The numbers eventually increased slightly for the July 26 broadcast, with approximately 885,000 people. Ancient Archaeology. In addition to his History Channel series, Mike runs Antique Archaeology, which has stores in LeClaire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee. Customers, however, have claimed that Mike charges exorbitant amounts for products in his Nashville antique business, such as $18 socks and a $900 cat food sign. The U.S. Sun received exclusive images inside the Nashville, Tennessee store that displayed the expensive items. In one photograph, Mike was selling Gone Pickin' socks for $18. Another costly piece was a $900 Purina Chow historic sign, while a Pepsi-Cola sign sold for $1,200. A vintage Pepsi machine will cost customers $2,200. Other collectibles include a vintage toy motor for $75 and a pair of 1942 Ohio registration plates for $100. Fan base Kaish. Customers have complained about the exorbitant prices at the Nashville business. One user recently stated on Google Reviews, "Nice spot to visit. There's enough to do and see. Prices are slightly high. However, you can locate products that are not available anyplace else." A second person said, "If you want to buy something, there isn't a great selection to choose from. However, there is a lot of merchandise from Antique Archaeology. Everything is pricey." A third person said, "I'm kind of disappointed. Mostly merchandise for the show. There are relatively few products available for purchase, and they are incredibly pricey." Mike Wolfe has never been one to sit still for long. Known to millions of fans as the heart and soul of American Pickers, Mike has spent decades crisscrossing the backroads of America, uncovering hidden treasures and forgotten relics that speak to the soul of the nation. But as the beloved series struggles with declining ratings and an uncertain future, Mike is making it clear that his ambitions stretch far beyond the dusty barns and cluttered garages that first made him a household name. In a recent interview that quickly set the fan base buzzing, Mike opened up about the many projects he has been pouring his heart into away from the cameras. Far from sounding defeated by the show's struggles, Mike seemed energized, almost defiant, proudly boasting about the expanding scope of his career and the many opportunities he has seized outside the familiar world of American Pickers. While he acknowledged the show's current challenges, Mike framed them not as a setback, but as a natural evolution in a journey defined by reinvention and relentless passion. The timing of Mike's revelations was impossible to ignore, coming just as fresh reports circulated about another dip in viewership. His candidness struck many as both a celebration and a subtle warning. American Pickers may have made him a star, but Mike Wolfe, the man, the visionary, the builder, was never going to be confined by the borders of a single television series. His empire of antique stores, restoration businesses, and media ventures continues to grow, even as the show that started it all struggles to maintain its footing. Fans were treated to glimpses of Mike's world beyond the screen, where historical preservation and storytelling remain at the heart of everything he does. His flagship stores have evolved into cultural destinations filled with hand-picked artifacts, meticulously restored motorcycles, and rare Americana that tell stories of craftsmanship, ingenuity, and the enduring spirit of exploration. Mike spoke passionately about his mission to preserve not just objects, but the living history they represent, making it clear that for him, picking was never about the money, but about honoring the past and inspiring future generations. Mike's ventures into the world of publishing have also been gaining traction. He recently highlighted several upcoming book projects that delve deeper into the hidden corners of American history, promising readers the same sense of discovery and wonder that first drew them to American Pickers. The books aim to capture the magic of the open road, the thrill of the hunt, and the timeless beauty of forgotten craftsmanship, but without the constraints of television production schedules or ratings pressures. For longtime fans, the interview was bittersweet. While many cheered Mike's success and admired his unflagging spirit, others could not help but feel a pang of nostalgia for the show's earlier days, when Mike and Frank Fritz shared an easy camaraderie that made even the simplest pick feel like an adventure between old friends. The tension surrounding Frank's controversial departure lingers in the fan community, casting a long shadow over the series that has been difficult to dispel. Inside sources hint that Mike's growing focus on his off-screen projects has also contributed to a sense of drift on the set of American Pickers. Some crew members reportedly feel that Mike's heart is no longer fully in the day-to-day grind of filming. While Mike remains a consummate professional when the cameras are rolling, there is an unmistakable sense that his dreams have expanded beyond the frame, leaving the show struggling to recapture the magic that once seemed so effortless. The challenges facing American Pickers are not unique. The television landscape has changed dramatically in recent years, with audiences demanding fresher formats, faster pacing, and deeper emotional resonance. Many viewers who once tuned in religiously now find themselves lured away by newer shows that promise bigger thrills, more drama, or slicker production values. Against this backdrop, American Pickers, with its slow-burn storytelling and emphasis on nostalgia, can sometimes feel like a relic of a different era. Yet for all the obstacles, Mike remains fiercely proud of what he and his team have accomplished. He spoke movingly about the friendships forged on the road, the hidden histories unearthed, and the countless lives touched by the simple idea that every forgotten object holds a story worth telling. In Mike's view, the declining ratings are not a sign of failure, but a reminder that even the greatest journeys must eventually change course. In the eyes of his most loyal fans, Mike's ability to adapt and evolve is precisely what makes him such a compelling figure. Far from retreating in the face of adversity, he has embraced the opportunity to explore new creative avenues, to tell bigger, richer stories, and to pursue his passion for history and preservation with renewed vigor. In doing so, he continues to embody the spirit of the American pioneer, always searching for the next horizon, always believing that the best discoveries still lie ahead. The road has never been easy, and Mike would not have it any other way. He recalled with a chuckle the countless rejections and setbacks he faced long before American Pickers ever made it to air. The cold calls to network executives, the skeptical looks from production teams, the long, dusty miles spent chasing leads that too often led to dead ends. It was never about instant success. It was about perseverance, about believing in the value of the journey, even when the destination remained uncertain. That same grit and determination shine through today as Mike looks beyond American pickers to the broader tapestry of his life's work, whether through restoration projects that breathe new life into forgotten artifacts, community initiatives that support historic preservation, or personal projects that allow him to tell stories in new ways. Mike remains a man driven by a deep and abiding love for the hidden corners of the past and a fierce desire to keep those stories alive for future generations. As the sun sets on another chapter of American Pickers, fans are left wondering what the future holds. Will the show find a way to reinvent itself and recapture the magic that once made it a staple of reality television, or will it quietly fade into memory, a beloved but aging relic like so many of the treasures it once uncovered? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Mike Wolfe's journey is far from over, and if his latest boasts are any indication, the best may be yet to come. At a time when so many public figures retreat or lash out in the face of adversity, Mike's confident embrace of change offers a refreshing alternative, a reminder that true passion knows no limits, and that the pursuit of purpose is its own reward, whether behind the wheel of a battered van exploring a forgotten backroad, or sitting at a desk planning his next big project. Mike Wolfe remains a true original and explorer at heart, whose love for the stories that shape us will never go out of style. In many ways, Mike's current transition mirrors the very spirit that American Pickers sought to celebrate from the beginning: the idea that hidden within the overlooked and abandoned, there is always potential for rediscovery and renewal. Just as he once breathed new life into rusty signs and battered motorcycles, Mike now stands ready to breathe new life into his own career, forging a path forward that remains true to the ideals that first captured the hearts of millions. Even as ratings wobble and critics circle, Mike's unwavering sense of mission continues to inspire fans old and new. He knows better than anyone that the value of a journey cannot be measured in Nielsen charts or social media metrics. True success lies in the lives touched, the stories preserved, the connections made along the way. And by that measure, Mike Wolfe's legacy is already secure. There is a poignancy to watching an icon evolve before our eyes, a reminder that time spares no one, not even those who seem to capture a piece of timeless magic. It would be easy to mourn what has been lost, but perhaps it is better to celebrate what remains: the enduring spirit of curiosity, adventure, and respect for history that Mike Wolfe embodies so well. As he charts the next leg of his journey, fans can only hope that American Pickers finds a way to honor that spirit, whether through new formats, fresh storytelling approaches, or simply by recapturing the sense of wonder that made it a hit in the first place. But even if the show were to end tomorrow, it is clear that for Mike Wolfe, the road goes ever on, a winding, dusty adventure stretching out into a future filled with possibility and promise. And for those who have ridden along from the beginning, there is comfort in knowing that some things never change: the open road, the thrill of discovery, the unbreakable belief that somewhere out there, just beyond the next bend, waits another story waiting to be told, another treasure waiting to be found. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.